was 4 months long. It was from November to March. When I got there, it was a lot of devastation and debris everywhere. Kind of, from the airport, it was pretty fine when we arrived. And when we took the bus from the airport to Tyndall. On the road there, we just saw the houses that were, the roofs come off, the trees looked like they were snapped twigs. And as soon as we arrived on base, we noticed that the fence line was completely gone. We noticed that we were actually there when we saw a sign that said "Welcome to Tyndall." We got inside the base. We were welcomed pretty much with Tent City, and we were like, "Oh, I guess this is our home for the next 4 months." But and that when we left from there, they need a lot of work. They still need a lot of repairs to be done. We were just basically our law enforcement. That's what we were tasked to do. A lot of their guys were evacuated because they also lost their homes and their stuff down there. So we were pretty much helping them out while they were taking care of their personal belongings and personal family members and everything like that. So while we were down there, like I said again, we were tasked with the law enforcement. So we were preventing any looters or any contractors, making it a lot more safe, or should I say safer, for people to come onto the installation and help repair and stuff. They dealt with a lot of FEMA contractors, people that were coming in from off base just to help out, and they also needed to get vetted. So our job as security forces was pretty much to maintain the security on that base and ensure that there wasn't any type of looting going around, people stealing stuff from houses and from the installation itself in the building. When we first arrived there, looting was an issue because the security wasn't fully tight there. When we got there, it was already a team already in place 30 days when we arrived. So they already had people stealing stuff and everything like that from like suppliers. So they were apprehended and stuff. They did what they were supposed to do as security forces. When we arrived on there, it was just mainly to maintain that security and maintain that there was no more of that looting going on, especially with the contractors coming in and not knowing who they were, what they were capable of, what they wanted to do. Lasting impressions, I guess, would have to be staying in Tent City. And it was to be at I would say a deployed location or so, and having that same feeling stateside was kind of like weird. So it's like I'm going to a deployment here stateside, not overseas. Now I'm not going over there to do any combat role or anything like that. I'm over there just to make sure that nobody's stealing stuff from people's houses. But it just looked like a deployed area where everything was just completely destroyed, and we're just there living in tents and doing things like we were if we were deployed. It was like Fob Tyndall is what we called it. So, well, I mean, I guess if the hurricane didn't destroy it, the after effect of the hurricane destroyed it, which was a lot of issues with the wildlife that was down there. They had bears, deers running rampant, and also mold issues after the storm. So if the house wasn't destroyed on the outside physically, it was destroyed inside, and destroyed outside as well from the garbage and the stuff that the animals bring in and go inside the houses itself.